All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is football time. Nagy on Sports here, joining you here with some prime time action. We have our AFC game of the week, which is going to be the 9-6 Raiders at the 5-10 Broncos. And the reason that this is a huge game is because if the Raiders win, they are in. Similar to the Browns and Steelers earlier, if the Raiders lose, they open the door for the Steelers and the Ravens to sneak in as well. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Don't have, obviously, a personal amount of tie-in here. Welcome, George. Thank you for being on and moderating our chat today.
Yeah, appreciate that,
Phil Nagy, Phil Nagy here, and Kit Nagy is joining you as well. And we're going to bring this one to you live as we always do, dueling mic style. Kit, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Welcome to George and to Tim. Yes, Troy Hill just signed on a 4-year contract. That's huge for the Browns.
Did he?
Slot corner. Yep, Troy Hill has signed.
Tim, breaking news on our channel. Let's go.
That is massive. It's going to be awesome for us. I really think we only have to get an outside corner and another D-end, a veteran D-end in free agency potentially. But no, that is wrapped up. That is official. And I think the interest in this game, just being a Browns fan, is hopefully to see the Raiders win so that the Steelers get sent home. But maybe and or Ravens. But maybe that's just me.
There it is, 4-year, 24. Oh, it was 2 hours ago they did it. Gosh, how did I miss that?
Yep. No, it's been in the. We put it in the Discord. It was a very exciting signing for us. His running mate, JJ3's running mate, coming over from that vaunted secondary best in the NFL, and he's a sneaky, unknown name for not a huge name, but sneaky good player. I think he's a great
big upgrade over Kevin Johnson.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, sorry I missed that, everybody. Welcome back, Andrew. I'm sorry. Gosh, now you got me all flustered. I'm excited though because I felt we were still a little thin in the cornerback room.
No, I think that's huge.
That's a huge play. And obviously, I would still imagine at least maybe a draft pick or 2, maybe even 3 coming in the DB room in general with more safeties and corners. So
yep, and I think we'll be looking at potentially a Dory Jackson, maybe Garyon Conley on the outside. And actually, more breaking news being that the Bears just cut Kyle Fuller just got released.
I saw that as well. Tim, are you breaking more news? Did they actually just sign Anthony Walker? I know he was in town for a visit today. He is an athletic middle linebacker out of Northwestern. We've seen him plenty of times in our sim.
Yeah, so that would be another really good signing for the Browns.
He plays for the Colts, and hopefully they didn't have to break the bank on him. Man, Tim just dropping bombs here, and one of them I didn't even know about.
I know they had him in to look at him in a free agency.
I had heard that they were in
if they signed him, that's another good pickup.
Anyway,
I would say the linebacker room is set at that point. But are you ready to get this one going?
Yeah, let's do it. Enough jibber jabber. I'm sorry, I'm just getting so excited.
All right. Yeah, no, it's very exciting news all around. And this free agency has been a lot of fun for the Browns.
Okay, here we go. Game on. Broncos are going to go ahead and kick this one. They are the home team here. It's hard not to say Mile High. Invesco or whatever it is now.
Yeah, it's still Mile High to me.
Yeah, it always will be. There he is, Derek Carr. He's trotting out onto the field. So again, Raiders win and they are in. And then if the Ravens win, it's going to be and I think based on what we've seen before, hi Karen, go Browns indeed. Sorry we missed you at the end of the game this morning. That was a crazy game.
Oh, so much fun. A little nerve-wracking though.
All right, Carr's going to start in the shotgun. He's going to dump it off to Josh Jackson. I did just hear, actually, that the Raiders signed Kenyon Drake today, so another interesting piece in the backfield to go along with Josh Jacobs.
A little confusing for them picking up Drake when they've got, wow, I'm blanking on his name, Jacobs, when they've got Josh Jacobs back there, still on a deal, and, is obviously a very productive running back for them, going for kind of all out on running back position, and when they've been kind of bleeding linemen, so very unusual strategy from that man right there.
Absolutely. Well, John Gruden is a little crazy, and apparently Mike Mayock, not the genius GM everybody thought he would be after just being an analyst for a while.
Right.
Dump off again. Josh Jacobs, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage after a big shuffle sack taken by Derek Carr. Bradley Chubb got back there and got him. Dang, I missed all kinds of chat. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, it's been a busy day on the chat. It's been a lot of fun, though.
Some of us were working. Good.
Hey, I was technically working, too. But
I know. I had practice after school, and I just was dialed in. I had a meeting after that, so it's all good. We're here now.
Yeah, I was given a sim, but I had lots of time to sit back while my student was busy dealing with faults and emergencies and things going on while I'm letting him mess with stuff, and I'm sitting back there just checking the chat and stuff and checking NFL Network news and whatever else.
There you go. All right, first down for the Broncos. Back to pass, Drew Lock. He's going to fire it out of the backfield. He's going to hit one of his talented tight ends. This one, I believe, is Noah Fant. It is. 63 catches on the season for Fant from tight end U, Iowa.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun for Lock. He's going to give it up the middle to Philip Lindsay, who kind of runs into his own blocker. That's that cross zone that you don't like, Kit, where he runs into the blocker.
Yeah, no, I definitely do not like that weak side because it totally throws the timing off, as you saw right there in that play. It's unfortunate. You could see the handoff there was messed with by the fullback, and that makes for an awkward play that gets blown up a lot.
Absolutely. Check it down again to Philip Lindsay, who again got cut today by the Broncos.
Yeah.
You can see where he ends up.
Yeah, very interesting. Another bit of a surprise there. I think we're going to see a lot of surprising cuts here. Just expensive players that have to go. Philip Lindsay got paid, and then gets released. You got other guys that had gotten paid in spots. That's where Kyle Fuller getting cut. Other years you wouldn't expect those kind of. You don't just give up on Pro Bowl players like that who make it 2 years in a row. But in a year like this, all kinds of interesting things are going to happen.
Absolutely.
Take over 1st and 10.
Absolutely.
We're also going to see lots of one-year deals because, everybody saw from the NFL that the contracts got done with the networks for the next, 10 years, and it's huge money. So all the players know on a one-year deal, prove-it deal, they're going to make big bank next year. Next year's the year to be in the free agency market if you're a player.
Absolutely.
Complete to Darren Waller.
Absolutely. That was a catch for Darren Waller and a first down here. Maybe our first down of the game here up to the 26. Derek Carr under center. Turnaround play action. He's back to pass. He's got some time. He's going to dump it off to Josh Jacobs again. And Von Miller dropping back in some zone there makes the tackle, short gain of 7.
Yeah, very nice sure tackle for Von Miller, kind of out in space. Not something he's usually asked to do as an edge rusher, but does a nice job of it there.
2nd and 3, and Carr's just going to throw this one away as the aforementioned Von Miller was coming.
Sure was.
Stretch it to the left side. Jacobs, he's got some room to work. He gets the broken tackle he needs, and he's got a first down across the 40. Great run there for Jacobs, his first carry of the game.
And speaking of Von Miller, that extension he signed for $16 million, with Denver, that came as a bit of a surprise. I think Denver kind of panicked a little bit, seeing the market just go crazy on edge rushers, all the big names going for 15, 16 mil. So they went and paid the guy because they were asking him to take less, and he said absolutely not. And finally they gave in to him and paid him what he wanted.
Yeah, look what I'm going to go make. Look what I'm going to go make elsewhere. Yeah. All right, so the Raiders win, and they're in. And I think right now if the Ravens win, I think they hold the tiebreaker over the Steelers. I think that's what we saw earlier in the standings when we were all tied, I think.
Yes, I believe you're correct. I believe the Raiders are a winning in the scenario here. I don't think they need any other help, but I do believe.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Steelers-Ravens. Then for the
right. Yes, the Steelers were in front of the Ravens. So if the Steelers and it comes down to the Steelers and Ravens, then it would be Steelers first if they're both tied record.
Okay. Left side is going to throw it into the slot. He's got recently moved Nelson Aguilar on the catch. And Aguilar's got a first down to the 38. There's Chucky over on the sideline. Carr in a shotgun again. 7 minutes to go here. Sorry, we'll get back to the game now. We were just really excited at the beginning of it because I hadn't heard the Troy Hill news, and I apologize for being an hour and a half behind the times. How dare I?
8 yards on the pickup.
That's all right. We're here to help catch you up, and yeah, we're excited. We're very excited about it too.
Now, I haven't seen anything officially, Tim. I was just trolling Twitter. I haven't seen any of the official word on Anthony Walker, so you must really be breaking it like Waller breaks that tackle and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Yeah, very impressive broken tackle there from the big man. He is quite a playmaker for these Raiders. He kind of came out of nowhere. He had some substance abuse issues early in his career that really kind of sidelined him a lot and caused some problems for him, but really flourished here with the Raiders and came out of nowhere to become one of the best in the NFL, probably on that second tier right behind Kittle and Kelsey.
The kick is good.
Absolutely, and that kick is up and good. Just looking at a chart that got released, Troy Hill has the highest. He's the highest rated slot corner on PFF.
Yep.
And if you look at his deal, he's getting like 5. He's getting 5 a year.
Yeah. No.
Kenny Moore's getting 8. Marlon Humphrey's getting 19. Jones, Hilton, they're all getting 4, 5, 6, 7. Like.
Yeah. No.
It's thievery.
Andrew Berry continues to show that Cleveland is a destination. He's not going to, overpay guys. He's going to set his price point for value and say this is what we're willing to, to give. And guys are coming because they want to play for the Browns. And I think that's a new thing we've got going here that our fans aren't used to. But man, it makes free agency fun when we're picking up some great players like this.
Yeah, we're certainly not used to it. As Lindsey goes up the middle, he's going to be right at the sticks. They're going to give it to him. First down now for the Broncos. All right, 520, Drew Lock. Is he the future behind center? We're not sure. John Elway sort of firing himself, but then also promoting himself to make it somebody else's problem to find the quarterback since he can't.
Yeah, and being an Elway flameout, I think Lock is probably not the answer there. We'll see what they do at the quarterback position, though. It'll be interesting.
Yep. Right side, he's going to dump it off. How about Fitzmagic? How's your buddy feeling about Washington football team, kid?
Oh, he's stoked. He's stoked. Actually, outside of the Browns, I think they've got one of the best free agents classes in the NFL. They weren't a lot of folks are talking about New England and some of these other very heavy spenders, but it's not about spending in free agency so much as getting good players on reasonable contract prices, finding the deals in there, and they've done a great job of that. I think they've made some really nice, addressed some really big needs on their roster. And Fitzmagic really fits that team there. For sure. So, no, he's very excited. I actually just ran into him today while I was heading in to give that to him, and we talked a little bit about some free agency stuff. He's stoked. Curtis Samuel is a huge get for them.
Yeah, Ian McLaurin is
Jackson,
awesome.
Yeah, Jackson on the outside, a huge get. I mean, they've got some really good pickups in this free agency class at good deals. They're moving in a really good direction. They've got a division that they can absolutely take advantage of it. The only real competition in there is Dallas with Dak being back, but they're still going to have defensive troubles because they haven't done much to address that as of yet. So I think they're at best an offensive juggernaut, but vulnerable on the defensive side. We'll see how they draft, but then
they haven't upgraded their coach, who is proving maybe to not be as good as everyone thought he was.
Right. I think that's a big issue. And then the other thing is, the Eagles and the Giants are both very stagnant right now. I don't think either of those teams are going anywhere.
Yep. Cool. Thanks for that breakdown, kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a fourth and 16, another punt. Like I said, I do care about this game. I really do, but I care about my team more. Just gonna say it. That one's gonna check at the 10 and into the end zone. So if you're a true Raiders or Broncos fan, skip to about 2:59 left while we do all of our Browns talk, and then you can watch the rest of the game. All right, 7-0. They've got the lead and the football. Little offset weak eye look with Waller on the right and the fullback Alec Ingold on the left. Little play action. They dump it off again to Josh Jacobs. It's already, 4 catches for him today, as they have just been dump-off city so far.
Yeah, not a lot of rushing in this game. 12 for the Raiders and 2 for Denver. So yeah, it's been very subdued on the rushing front for both teams. But yeah, that's it's something that I think the Raiders in particular would like to do a better job of.
Yeah, I think both teams. The Broncos have always been predicated on that run.
Yep.
That one's a first down, though, complete again to Nelson Aguilar before Alec Johnson, the middle linebacker, brings him down.
First down.
Right up the middle. Going to break a couple of tackles before getting ripped down. A.J. Bouye over there to do the ripping.
And of course, during the regular season, that's how the Raiders beat us at our own game, was behind Josh Jacobs just running the ball. Much more effective in that weather game than we did.
For sure, that's Jalen Richard. He's going to try to go wide right on 2nd and long, and he's going to actually lose it a yard. Trips to the left side now, 3rd and 11. Potentially the last play of the quarter, pending an incompletion here. Carr in the shotgun. Takes it from his all-pro center, Rodney Hudson, who's no longer on the team. Up the middle, right at the line to gain. Again, a check down to Jacobs. Is he going to get it? He is. Wow, good spot.
Yeah, very generous there. I think he was actually short of the line there, but they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. They're going to get the first down for the Raiders.
Surprised to see the Raiders selling off pieces of that really, really good offensive line.
Yeah, especially to get running backs who, that's a very unusual move in the NFL right now. Running backs are generally undervalued as wide receivers are quickly moving towards, as we saw with the market for them this free agency. But it's very interesting, especially with the value that is put on offensive line play, and how those guys get paid. It's very interesting to see them moving away from some of their cornerstones in that line.
At their 49-yard line.
Absolutely. Oh, big time sack there. He tried to get rid of it. Von Miller has his first one.
Hey, welcome, Jesse. Yes, that was a really exciting game. Lots of maddening moments in it, and yet at the same time it was truly fun football to watch, and then that comeback was really quite something.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes, welcome in, Jesse. I saw that as well, Karen. Sadly, I don't know if we have room in our tight end room now for a player like Darren Fells. 2 years ago, I would say, why the heck did we get Demetrius Harris instead of this guy? But I don't know. What about you, kid? Do you think Fells has a spot?
No, actually, I agree. I don't think he would have a spot on this roster right now. I think they're very happy with what they have. Fells would be somebody they would like. If Fells signs a 1-year deal, I think you could potentially look at Fells coming back in once David Njoku moves on. That would be more likely. But while they've got Abercrombie, Harrison Bryant, who they're very happy with, while they've got control over Hooper, I think they're pretty set and happy with what they've got in the tight end room right now.
Agreed. Play action from Lindsey. Now he's going to throw to the right side. He's got his man again, Noah Fant. I think that's Noah's 3rd catch of the day. 7 of 9 for 34. That's probably not going to get it done there, Drew.
Yes, Jesse. Miles' game was just amazing. 7 sacks. What a day for him.
It was incredible. He's going to end the season with well over 30, setting NFL records along the way.
Yep, and almost set the single game record. Tied it in that game.
He did, yes. Screen setting up left side. It's Philip Lindsay. He's going to pick it up and juke back towards the traffic. Odd choice. Again, we've talked about those mechanics just being off. Why would you go towards tacklers instead of the empty sideline?
Yeah, off indeed. He had his blocker kind of in front of him that he theoretically could have hurdled. That would have been a better option there rather than juking towards the pursuit. But if he's going to juke to the outside towards the sideline where the pursuit is not coming from, just very odd choice there to come up ultimately short of the first down.
Yep, and a punt upcoming again here. So the 7-0 lead remains intact. It's going to be picked up by the Raiders up to the 32-yard line. Theo Riddick, a little spark plug of a player out of Notre Dame. I always thought he had a cool name. Of course, I like those movies, though, with Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
There's a little out route. Darren Waller, he's going to pick up 5. Waller, man, such a weapon. Again, he was a receiver in college, folks. At UCLA, he was just kind of a tall, big receiver. And he just sort of thickened up a little bit, and now he's a beast of a tight end.
Yeah, and exploiting a mismatch there with Waller, big body on a small DB there, but the little bit of a miscue from the DB, really taking a bad pursuit angle, and Waller gets some extra yardage out of it.
And I apologize, I said UCLA, I was thinking of somebody else. He went to Georgia Tech, of course, which runs triple option, so didn't get a lot of looks as a receiver, but clearly passes the physicality test, and he is a whale of a player.
Sure is.
Yeah, he's 1,000 yards on the season with that catch. There you go, Darren.
Yeah, Madden seems to have caught up to Waller's success in the NFL, at least.
Tight ends in general, there's a decent amount of tight end love happening.
Yep, that's true.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Goes up the middle, knocked down right after he catches the ball.
Yeah, interestingly, he ran into his own man on the route, coming on the opposite crosser route, and they kind of get jammed up in the middle, and it really wasn't. He was kind of tackling his own man for the defense there.
Trips to the right side, 2 to the left, 5 out. They're going to blitz up the middle. Miller's coming, and they got him. Sacked back to the 42, Von Miller.
Yeah, he's going to be in the zone here. He is already having a pretty good game for this Denver Bronco defense. He is just so dynamic out on the outside. When he can get free, he's really good. He's going to come up with that sack every time. And Carr really doesn't have a play here if he doesn't get rid of the ball, which he does not do.
Yep, that's that big right tackle, Trent Brown, 6'8", 380. That is a gigantic tackle.
That is huge.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own
6'8",
24-yard
380.
line.
Holy moly, how's he move? Good for him for moving, though. Gosh.
Right.
All right, 1st and 10. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that speaks to the linemen are, especially these days, are just as much of athletes as the skill positions. I mean, it didn't used to be in the NFL. The linemen could kind of get away with being subpar athletes, and just weight would be enough to to make you hard to move off of the line. But that's really no longer the case in the NFL. You really have to be in peak conditioning, even with all that weight, to play at the NFL level, because they depend on very dynamic, athletic, mobile guys on the line.
Yeah. See those old NFL pictures of the dudes like smoking heaters in the locker room.
Yeah, no, those are definitely
big guys.
Days of the past.
Yeah,
days of the past. No longer will you see the orca whales out there that just really, you wonder how they can even move. These guys are definite premier athletes.
Yep. There's Lindsey out of the backfield. He's got a 1st down on 3rd and 10. Nice throw to the left side. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Clock continuing to run. We're at 8 minutes as Earl brings the play sheet over to Coach Gruden.
I'll tell you one of the guys that was really on the forefront of that movement in the NFL and in college in general was Orlando Pace. You would watch him for Ohio State back in the day, where he would be 40 yards down the field blocking for George, and just what a player he was. He was so athletic, such a big body that could just rumble downfield, making killer blocks way down the field to get Eddie George some extra yardage and or a touchdown.
And or a Heisman.
And that too.
All right, 2nd and 12. Still really struggling to run the football today are the Broncos here. This defensive front 7 for the Raiders has been good. There's LaMarcus Joyner on the tackle. I think he's a free agent as well. Man, these rosters are going to look so different next year.
Yeah, it's going to be really wild. Got a work cut out for us making this all happen across the NFL.
Left side out of the backfield, it's Noah Fant, and he's going to get up to about the 46-yard line as well, but he's going to be a yard short, and there's Joyner again, chasing him down.
Yeah, very nice pursuit there from Joyner to come up with that tackle and prevent the 1st down in this spot. We're going to watch this one because he actually he makes he had some distance to make up. That's a big body. He's going up against Fant to bring him down, and Joyner makes a sure tackle to keep him just short, bringing up a punt.
Punt indeed. Going to be about 6 minutes on the clock when this one is fielded. that thing's going to be shanked out of bounds at the 30. Woof, what a terrible punt there from Sam Martin.
Yes, George, we have talked about going into a next season with this same franchise, if you will, once we've kind of set free agency and set the draft. It would be kind of the timeline to do that, so we may have to do some interim stuff in between, like maybe talk about some free agency videos or things of that nature, maybe some one-off other projects in between, but yes, that is the ultimate goal, is to have everything set on this same franchise save that then we can move forward with to preview, if you will, what is shaping up to be a very exciting 2021 season here, and then eventually down the road, when the new game comes out, we'll be looking to jump over to the new game, and hopefully Madden has fixed some things, and we're really crossing our fingers that two things for me on my major wish list for Madden to fix. One is Kevin Stefanski, and two is Shuffle Sack. In that order.
In that order, yes. Please make our coach look real. He's the coach of the year for Pete's sake.
Yes, we did make the playoffs, Jesse. We won our game against the Steelers, which was our win in you're in game. We ended the season 10-6.
We will sim the whole playoffs. Yes, we will sim the whole playoffs if that's what you're asking.
That too.
So yes, we still have some time.
Yes, hopefully this season is not over yet.
Hopefully it'll time itself out well to be done near the draft. We don't have to wait a super long time. And I think Kit and I do want to do some draft prep stuff as well. It would be kind of fun.
Yep. We've got some things that we can shake loose and talk about and put out there for our Nagy Nation. We've really enjoyed preparing content for everybody, and this has been a fun project for us both. But we do like bringing this stuff for you guys.
Let's go now. Let's go now.
Yes, we appreciate you watching. AJ Cole punts the ball again. 1st and 10. They're going to give it to Melvin Gordon up the middle, and he's going to be ripped down there. That's Raekwon McMillan. Go Bucks.
Raekwon McMillan on the tackle.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shuffling. Drew Lock shuffling. Uh-oh, we've seen this one. Oh, no, the ball comes out. The old strip shuffle sack, and it's Jonathan Hankins. Go Bucks. Picking up the football. Let's go.
He's very fortunate in this case that wasn't the old quintuple S here with the strip sack scoop and score.
The strip shuffle sack.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The strip shuffle sack scoop and score. I forgot the 5th S. How dare I? But he's very fortunate that didn't end up as a touchdown right there, because he had every room to get there if he just scoops instead of falls on the ball. But I will say, you are taught to fall on the ball because it's dangerous to try to scoop at times. You can miss the ball entirely. It's easy for it to squirt out, and then you don't end up with the recovery.
Yeah, especially if you're a big defensive tackle.
Yes, indeed.
All right, 3rd and 7 here. They definitely are in field goal range as we tick down towards the 2-minute warning. Carr back to pass against the 4-man rush. Shuffling again, firing left side. He goes up in skies for the football, and he's got it. Great catch there in space. Ay.
Yeah,
I don't even know who it was, because 16 isn't even on the roster anymore. Oh, it's Tyrell Williams. Sorry about that.
Yeah, nice laser there from Carr. He just puts it on a target, on a rope. And great athletic catch, kind of contested there, but nice pickup for the 1st down.
Has he already been cut? I thought they just signed him as a big free agent last year. But he is not on their roster right now. Interesting. 1st and goal from the 4, though. Great catch. Pressure coming, back of the end zone. What a strike and a catch by Waller. I think he one-handed that thing the whole time. What a catch.
Yeah, that's just pure concentration from Waller to make an excellent catch at the back of the end zone here with the defender in his face. And, Carr just puts just past the defender where Waller can get it one-handed in front of a diving linebacker. Very impressive.
Are they going to review that? Was his... Nope, never mind. It was his toe out of bounds before his knee came down. It don't matter. What a throw and what a catch. Again, linebacker Josie Jewell had great coverage. But Waller with a heck of a catch.
Yes, did see those reports, Karen. We'll see what comes of that. Very unfortunate. Not what you want to see, though, and character really does matter on and off the field.
Yeah. I mean, for me right now, I feel bad for Deshaun because, I mean, the lawyer is announcing the claims on Instagram. Like that's where he's announcing them, and he had already said, "I'll make all these things go away if you give me $100,000."
Yeah,
so
it does seem like a play
pretty
for
early
attention.
on. It feels like it might just be a quick money grab by some lawyer, and he found some girls to play along. Who knows? But if there's any truth to it, then yeah, it's a bad look.
Blocked pass. Complete to Philip Lindsay.
Yes, and you're right, Andrew. His reward is his team is going to not be very good, and they aren't trading him.
Blocked pass. Intended for Philip Lindsay. Incomplete. Makes it third
Little
down.
motion to the left side. The Wham concept. There he goes, Gordon again running away from the hole, coming back to the middle. They're going to call timeout.
No, but that WAN concept actually worked. He had a really nice seam he could have exploited there and potentially had room for the first down, but he doesn't take advantage of it.
Absolutely. Instead, 4th and 7, and it was actually the Raiders who called timeout. They're going to get the football back with 2 timeouts in about a minute and 25 seconds here.
Yeah, plenty of time and 2 timeouts. They've got nice field position here at the 34, so definitely an opportunity here to go into half with an extra, kind of extra points under your belt. With a kind of an ideal scenario here. So that's just what you want going into halftime.
For sure. Andrew, I think Deshaun's only course of action because he's under contract is he can hold out. He cannot show up to training camp a la like Lev Bell a couple years ago. But, I mean, he has already demanded a trade, and they haven't traded him.
Right, yeah.
So he could retire and quit, and then, or he could hold out. I think those are kind of his 2 options if he didn't want to play there.
Yeah, you're correct. Those are really only 2 recourses left to him if they won't trade him. Because he signed the contract, and that's the way this works. So since he's still under that contract, it's either he's going to have to hold out and just refuse to play, or he's going to have to retire. And with the retire side of the house, that's a slippery slope. Getting back in the NFL is not a guarantee, no matter how good you are, especially if you showed the chutzpah, if you will, to just quit on a team and say, I'm not doing this anymore. You do something like that, I don't think any NFL team is ever going to take a risk on you, no matter how good you are.
Yep, and I think there are some rules about the Texans would maybe still own his rights, right? If he retired, yes. I don't know how that works entirely.
Yes, that's also true. If you have remaining time on the contract, just like Gronkowski, actually, even though he had retired, it's for a certain number of years. But even though Gronkowski had retired, they traded him to the Buccaneers last year. They traded the rights to his contract so that he could go play to Tom Brady so that he would come back to the NFL.
Yeah, that's right, like a 7th-round pick.
Yep.
Right side, good catch down to the 30 now. 1 timeout, 25 seconds. That's Waller again. He has had a whale of a half, 7 for 93 and a touchdown.
Yes, Karen, this free agency has been just gold for AB. It seems hardly possible that he could outdo his performance from last year, but I'm starting to think this might have done it.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Yeah, pretty much, Andrew.
Oof, misses it. So it's going to stay 14-14. We're going to the halftime. There's Marcus Mariota. Looking pretty good. Getting some holds in here.
14-0, though, right?
Yes, 14-0.
Yeah, I thought I heard you say 14-14, which would give Denver a lot more credit than they're deserving right now.
Oh, no, I guess I meant that they just still had the 14-point lead, though, I guess is the point.
Got it, yes.
Even though they missed the field goal. All right, can they get something going? Wow, both safeties flooding the field. Everybody within about 8 yards of the line of scrimmage now. They're going to blitz both of them. Nice pickup there by the running back, and it's going to lead to a wide open Jerry Jeudy over the top. It's his first catch of the day, and you can see right there he's a superstar already, Jerry Jeudy. talented receiver from Alabama.
Yeah, it seems like Denver made some adjustments there in the halftime locker room. Nice exploitation of the defense and finding Jerry Jeudy, their playmaker, rookie playmaker there in a nice little seam.
Number 25, Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Also, just for funsies, because we're not going to do any more AFC games, I'm also simming simultaneously on my rig at home the Ravens-Bengals game, so I'll give you score updates. Bengals lead 7-0, beginning of the second quarter.
It's kind of fun. What's the score line right now?
It's 7-0
For
Bengals.
Oh.
I just said that. Are you not listening to me?
Oh no, I
just
missed it. I missed you say the Bengals were winning 7-0. I missed it totally.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. They just started the second quarter. Bengals 7-0 on a CJ Uzama touchdown catch.
All right.
So far, the defense is keeping Lamar in check. Back to pass on a 3rd and 5. Lock over the middle, and he's got it again to Noah Fant. Tight end talent again from Iowa. We're all the good tight end. Yeah, exactly, George. We're getting our own NFL red zone here happening. Now that would be wild.
Wouldn't it?
If there was a way we could have like. I mean, I guess we could. We've done that before, right? Like if I Twitch this game and then Kit tries to put it up and broadcast it out to everyone.
Oh man, that would be wild. I don't know if my setup will support 3 streams at once. Yeah, well, it would effectively be 3 streams. Yeah,
that would be crazy. Oh, ball's out. It's luckily picked up by the lineman Bulls, but what a play. Cleveland Farrell, Johnny on the spot there with a strip sack, and a good play there by Garrett Bulls.
We also
on at 2nd and 20.
Would also be pretty wild if we could do some kind of like picture-in-picture stream all the like stream all the other games like across the bottom kind of thing.
Yeah.
Have the main game in the picture and then like a bunch of other games all in the bottom.
That's when we'll need somebody to buy our concept and put us in a big studio where you could actually stream all the games at the same time.
That would be wild and really cool.
All right, going to be a little bit of a catch there for Fant again. He's 16 completions now. He's still under 100 yards for Drew Lock as J.K. Dobbins just runs one in. We've got a tie game in Cincinnati. Back to pass. Drew Lock on 3rd and 19. Fires it into double coverage, and that one's going to be swatted away by Nick Kwiatkowski and LaMarcus Joyner.
Yeah, very unadvisable throw there from Drew Lock as he puts it into almost triple coverage. Kind of not a good spot to be going with the ball. And very lucky that was not an interception. The punter doesn't do him any particular favors either, as that was not the best punt either.
Gosh.
Hey, welcome in, Chris G. Welcome, Isaac.
Yeah, welcome on, gentlemen. If you haven't had a chance to go back and watch Browns-Steelers game that we did today during lunchtime, it was bonkers.
It was wild. So much fun.
Back to pass. Derek Carr, second slant. 2 slants from the right side. One of them is to Waller, and he's going to take it down to the 40s. Now Darren Waller over 100 yards through the air today. He's having a whale of a game, Darren Waller is.
Yeah, he sure is. He's been
shotgun look here. They're going to fake the pop pass to Aguilar. Left side, Jacobs makes a nice cut. Good bang cut up the field there for about 4 yards, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet today. It's been really the Waller show through this offense pretty much throughout this whole game. Not a lot else going for really either of these teams. A lot of lack of production for Denver with a lot of checkdowns. And then Waller's really been the main show in town.
Sure has. Right side, Derek Carr's just going to throw it away. Update from Cincinnati. A dreaded shuffle sack, scoop, and score. Baltimore takes a touchdown lead.
Well, speaking of Cincinnati, that is an issue that I think even the most casual fan can see in Cincinnati, and it is mind-boggling to me that they are not addressing it here in this free agency. I know there was some talk over them. You know, they got outbid by the Ravens, for Zeitler's services, and they at least wanted to get him, but weren't able to come up with him. But otherwise, have done literally nothing on the offensive line, which just seems like a travesty to me when they've got Joe Burrow, who just got. I mean, obviously, for the play of his O-line is how he got hurt. So you can't afford that when you've got a young guy like Joe Burrow. You need to be fixing that right now.
Yeah, I mean, they got the 5th pick. They're going to take the best offensive lineman, likely, because of the quarterbacks and Devontae Smith and Jamar Chase. So they're going to get Penei Sewell or Slater or something, whoever they want, which helps.
But that's one guy.
You can't just assume that a rookie left tackle is going to come in and fix everything.
No, that's one guy on a unit that really needs about 3 or 4 of them.
Hunter Renfrow was in the end zone and then juked back out, and the ball did not cross the plane. Let this replay go. This was wild.
This is wild. I saw that too, and I really how he does not score here is amazing. I don't think there is an NFL player on the planet that makes this mistake.
Breaks tackle.
They don't even show it. Come on.
He's seriously across the plane.
I think Madden was embarrassed right there.
Out.
Madden was embarrassed. They couldn't show the replay.
Whoa, and it's going to cost him. Picked it in the end zone, Justin Simmons. Wow.
Yeah, guy that gets the franchise tag there in Denver because he's a dynamic weapon in the backfield or in that secondary, but does what he does best right there in that great coverage, great spot to take away the ball, and a critical turnover. Really exploiting that huge mistake to juke out of a sure touchdown.
Yep, Hunter Renfrow's mistake now looms huge. That could potentially be a 14-point swing.
Absolutely.
Turn around, give it to Melvin Gordon up the middle. Bangs his way into the line, and he's going to go down by the hands of Jonathan Hankins.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
Gordon again, right side, nearing a first down, and maybe dragged across the first down by Joyner. He's not, though. 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3 tight ends into the football game. Drew Lock, turn around, give it to Gordon, bullying his way up the middle, first down. Kwiatkowski got him on the other side of the line to gain.
Yeah, Denver finally seems to be getting some traction going here with this run game. Couple of good runs there from Gordon, and that's what they need really if they want to be well established in this one and get some points back going. They got to trust that run game so that it opens up some passing lanes and opens up some play action for them to be a little bit more productive with this offense.
Update from Cincinnati. Lamar Jackson fumbles. Carl Lawson scoops it up, but is chased down by J.K. Dobbins. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the 5.
Speaking of inexplicable for the Bengals, Trey Hendrickson replacing Carl Lawson and Awuzie replacing Jackson. I don't think anyone saw that coming, and it's in what I would probably consider a downgrade for both, and paying more money than or essentially the same money you should have just paid Lawson and Jackson to keep them.
A wash at best, and they cost more.
Yep.
I know the Browns.
When they should have been addressing the line.
Right, yeah, and I know Hendrickson was a player that the Browns wanted, but somebody pointed out, he's like, this feels an awful lot like Paul Kruger to me.
Yeah, no, I think that's...
Paul Kruger was a big free agent, he came to the Browns, and we paid him a boatload of money, and he was serviceable at best.
Yeah, I think that's very accurate. He just had the really one breakout season that does not, prove you're a dominant player. And there are situations and schemes and setups that work for folks that maybe it works for one season, but you put them in a different scenario and they may not look like the same player.
2nd and 3, Drew Lock, turn around, give it again. Melvin Gordon up the middle, first down and more, as they're definitely more committed to the run in this half. Now up to 57 on the ground, Melvin Gordon.
And that's the thing about all of those DNs. A lot of relatively unproven guys that could have been huge, but no guarantee that they are, and that's an awful lot of money to be paying some of those guys for. And that's the risk of free agency. You might have a lottery ticket where you get somebody who ends up being huge, but it's a lot more comfortable doing that, like what we did with Takaris McKinley, where we're only paying $4 million to find out if he's going to be great for us, and he could be. He could be another Shaq Barrett story.
Yep. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Someone had reminded me, I was looking at some of the reporters, and if you remember, the Browns tried to trade for Shaq Barrett when they tried to trade Joe Thomas to the Broncos that year. Shaq Barrett was in that trade.
Yep.
That could have been pretty wild.
That could have been.
Not sure why Drew Lock decided to run there, but he's going to go ahead and get credited for being sacked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Looked like a late read option look.
It did look like a read option. Very odd play call there. And, you know, actually that might have been an RPO that he just was a broken play. He's looking downfield, sees nothing, and decides he's going to run instead, and just kind of a broken play. Didn't work so well.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was, Kit. Good call. That's why he's the best, folks. Trips to the left side, firing a deep. He's got him in. First down. It's the first time we've heard Sutton's name. He's inside the 10 to the 8 for Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, and the Denver, really, now that they got that run game kind of started out, they're finally finding ways to move the ball and driving downfield, threatening to score a touchdown here, which would get them right back in this game.
Again, remember this drive all coming off the brutal mistake from Hunter Renfro to not actually score the touchdown. And then, of course, a shuffle sack there for Maurice Hurst.
Yeah,
and Michigan Wolverines.
And really, that's very, unfortunate for this drive in particular because, coming away with a field goal is not going to provide the same momentum back, getting your team back into this game as a touchdown will, and will be a lot harder to build off of.
Indeed, I think we're going to get this one coming back as it's a holding call likely here.
Yeah, and that's, going all kinds the wrong direction here. First the big sack, now a holding call brings up a second and goal from almost your 30. That's about, that's terrible. You're almost out of the red zone. You are out of the red zone there.
Back up the middle, Sutton's going to get all the way back to the 9, nearing the original line of scrimmage. I think they started this one from the 8, so third quarter comes to an end. Let's see if they can pick it up here. Denver again, win and you're in for the Vegas Raiders.
Yep, and that was actually a huge play to get yourself back up to the 8 here, because you're 9 here, because that's much more manageable for a.
Pressure coming, and he's not going to get it away. They tried to set up a screen, and Maurice Hurst, second sack of the drive. Defensive end from Michigan.
Yep, and that's unfortunately is going to do it for this drive, and you're going to have to settle for the field goal here, which is really unfortunate. Too much going backwards. 2 sacks, a big penalty. Very nice play to get yourself back up to the 9, but unfortunately not enough to get it done, and that's going to hurt the momentum for sure.
Absolutely. Brandon McManus to kick it up. His kick is good, but again, 14-3. Would have really liked to have a touchdown there. Brutal couple of sacks in a row taken by Drew Lock.
Yep, and you're really not. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you're fine.
I was just going to say you're really not in much of a different position because you really need 2 touchdowns, just like you did before. Only difference being that 2 touchdowns gives you the lead as opposed to tying the game, but still, it feels like the same game right now, which kills all of the momentum you built in that long drive.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know how much of into analytics Vic Fangio is, but yeah, I feel like at 4th and 9 when you're down 2 scores, try to score the touchdown, and then at the worst case, you give the other team a long field.
Yeah, 4th and 9. That's might be a bit of an ask, even on the analytics side. That's still a long conversion. I think you go for it certainly if it's like 4th and 5. But I think there's potential. Stefanski might have gone for that though.
Over the middle again. Guess who? Darren Waller having a day today.
Yeah, they just kind of left him there, set up in the middle of the zone. With the day he has had and really been the primary weapon here for Las Vegas, you would think they would be cheating in those zones a little bit towards where Waller is setting up on his routes, and they really don't here. Just kind of leave him in between the linebackers. He is a massive target for Carr to hit downfield, and that's just too easy.
Absolutely. Trips to the left side. 13-13 to play as Carr is back. His pressure's coming again. He's going to get ripped down. Now it's 2 for Chubb. So Chubb and Miller both with 2 apiece. They are vicious on the bookends.
Yeah, vicious indeed. Very nice pass rush here from Denver. And Carr really doesn't have it. I mean, this sets up really as a coverage sack. He didn't really have anywhere to go with the ball there, which allows the rush to get to him.
the right side, Jason Witten, the ageless one over there. Doesn't really block anybody. But
did he retire again? Yeah,
I think he retired again. Yes, I think I saw that.
I think,
Third
I
and
think
20
I did
now.
Too.
It's going to dump it off out of the backfield. It's going to be ripped down immediately there. It's Theo Riddick just getting 5.
5-yard pickup.
And
Defensive tackle Shelby Harris with the tackle.
somehow I just don't feel he finds his way back to the broadcast booth, but perhaps that's just me.
A.J. Cole in
No, he was
formation for the Raiders.
not good.
No, he was not good indeed. Great
All right,
player.
punt again. Yeah, oh yeah. Hall of Famer for sure.
Yeah, great player, but not all players have what it takes to be good in the broadcast booth, and knowing the game is not everything in broadcast.
Come on, set. 50. Play.
You got to be able to
right.
speak intelligently about it too.
Ready.
Drew Lock, he's back to pass. He's shuffling. He's going to throw a little slant across the middle. He's got his receiver. Actually looked like an angle route to Philip Lindsay. First down, Broncos.
Yeah, very nice use of Philip Lindsay. He is a very dynamic weapon for this offense. Surprised we haven't seen more of him in the past game in this one, honestly, because that's something he does very well, and something that really could exploit some of the matchups that they have in this defense. Good look at it there.
Ready.
And again on the little draw. Anyway, you were going to give us a while back. You were going to give us an update on that
Sure.
Bengals game.
2 yards
Yes,
on
after
the
that
pickup.
fumble, they stalled out and had to kick a field goal, and then they had another great drive and stalled out again. So 2 field goals. It's 14-13 Ravens, and they got about 50 seconds left in the first half.
That's good for Denver Broncos. First and 10.
So Soldier right now, your Ravens still sitting there with a chance to get in, potentially.
Yeah, the outcome of this game is going to be obviously very important. The Raiders are going to get in the playoffs if they hold on to this onto the lead here. But Denver kind of putting together a drive again, and if they score again, they're really in this game with a touchdown.
Yep, left side again, Noah Fant in the battle of tight ends. Fant versus Waller today. Waller winning, but Fant getting about to have 10 catches of his own. 3rd and 2, some motion from the right side. Kind of a strong little pistol look here. Just dump it off wide open again over the middle. Guess who? Noah. Oh, no, excuse me, Tim Patrick. I saw the 8 in the line. I thought it was 87. It's 81, Tim Patrick. My bad.
Ready.
1st and 10, they're at the 24. They got to hurry. Let's go, Drew. Shuffling, left side. Over the middle, going to be knocked down at the 20. Just a short gain again for Fant now. 10 catches for him.
Yeah, but a good spot to check down there. Good coverage downfield. Finds his check down. Nicely read by Drew Lock.
Now it's Gordon to the right side again, avoiding a large chunk of green grass to angle back in towards some contact. He does get the first down, though.
Yeah, the first down being the paramount part of that right there. But yes, he did have more room for running.
Again, a little delayed handoff to Philip Lindsay. They're really committed to the run here. You're down 11 with less than 7 minutes to go here. What's going on?
2nd and 7.
Halftime in Cincinnati. Whoa, sweet move for Jerry Jeudy and a touchdown. Wow.
Wow, indeed. What an athletic play here out on the outside as he just makes an excellent spin move, shakes a tackler, and finds a way into the end zone. Nice little catch, but really the run after the catch is what was special about this one. We're going to watch that one back because it was fun.
Just a little dig right across. Missed tackle by Jeff Heath. Then he kind of spins around the second one and takes his defender into the end zone. And now they're going to go for 2 to make it a field goal game.
And that's what you have to do in this spot.
Yeah, 4 points does you nothing. Right up the middle with Gordon, and he's in. Wow.
Wow, indeed. Huge conversion there to make it that 3-point game just like you need, and suddenly a field goal will tie this one. Counting on your defense to come up on a big stop here once again to, especially with that pass rush. But really nicely done by Denver to get that touchdown and the 2-point conversion, put them very much in the middle of this game.
Absolutely. Anyway, halftime at Cincinnati, 14-13, Baltimore. Cincinnati will receive the second half kick.
Yeah, it was wild indeed, George. That was actually really fun. The replay didn't do it justice because you didn't really get to see the full, because there's a lot of parts to that. It kind of like just all daisy chained together to make a really excellent play to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, they cut it right on his juke. That was weird. Oh, this time swallowed up in the backfield, courtesy of Von Miller.
Yeah, excellent edge.
Really struggling.
Yeah, excellent edge rush defense there from Von Miller, really sealing the edge, not allowing him outside, and forcing him back to the inside, then making an excellent solo tackle by himself for a tackle for loss, which really was fortunate because everybody behind him was really pretty well blocked and sealed for the outside, so he was really the last man of defense. That could have been a big long run. Instead it's a TFL.
2nd and 13. He's got an empty backfield pressure coming. He just throws it away. He's about to get knocked in the teeth there.
Yeah, wise
blitzing linebacker.
Wise choice from Carr to throw that out of bounds. That was prime pickings for an interception there with him getting hit as he's releasing.
All right, a 3rd and 13. Can the Broncos defense hold? Left side, and it's caught by Renfro. Wow, what a catch for a first down.
Wow, indeed. Very athletic play here from Renfro as he goes up and just makes a contested catch on the ball. Very impressive. And Carr just throws a very nice pass where his receiver can get the ball and makes it difficult on the defense.
Indeed, a little drag over the middle again to Renfro. Renfro was one of those players where if you followed college football, it felt like he was at Clemson for about 12 years.
Yes.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, but he developed a lot there, so he ends up coming out and being a very productive player in the NFL.
He has found a niche, certainly, in that slot. Right side, there's a strike, and he's got his man. That's Aguilar into Broncos territory. So they were a play away from getting off the field, and now they have given up a first down inside their own 40-yard line.
And unfortunately for them, Las Vegas has burned a lot of clock doing this, and if they come away with a touchdown, that's really going to hurt.
Yep, that'll be all she wrote at that point. Now right up the middle, Josh Jacobs, again, really struggling, 15 for 33. Not what we're used to seeing from Jacobs, one of the best backs in the AFC.
No, indeed.
Give it to him again up the middle, Jacobs. Wow, just met securely and driven to the ground there. Great tackle in space by the defender on that play.
Though Jacobs really did struggle to begin this season. He really, not until the Browns game did he come alive.
There's another strike, and it's Renfro again, becoming quickly the favorite 3rd down target. Why not? 5 catches for 62 yards. He has been moving the chains regularly today.
Yeah, Andrew, this has been an intriguing game.
Right. Andrew likes good games. Andrew, how'd you like that Giants beatdown of the Ravens game that we did a couple days ago? That one had to make you feel good.
Interesting choice there from Carr. Takes his second receiver on the flat that the guy behind him on the levels concept was actually open and probably gets quite a bit more than 0 yardage.
Josh Jacobs right up the middle, and he's hit with a pretty hard hit by Bradley Chubb. Timeout called for. They're going to have to settle for... Oh, excuse me, it is 3rd down now. I thought it was field goal time already. Lamar Jackson just had a long run down to the 1-yard line. First goal Ravens. As this one bounces off the back of Waller, and they're going to go ahead and kick that field goal. So the Broncos maybe didn't want to give up quite as much time, but at least they're going to be within a score here if they can do this.
The kick is good.
Yeah,
I would say that 2-point conversion is huge now because touchdown can win it.
Yep, for sure. That 2-point conversion is definitely looming large. The defense got just enough here to give the offense a crack with 1:50 at winning the ball game with a touchdown. So that's really all you could ask for them there. Without them just coming out with a stop and forcing a punt. You certainly wanted to keep them out of the end zone because that would have ended the game. But Drew Lock has a shot here. So if this offense can continue to produce like they had been the last couple drives, this could get interesting.
Yep, 1:46, 2 timeouts left as the Ravens did score the touchdown. Now 21-13 in Cincinnati. 8.5 to play, 3rd quarter.
Number 30, Philip Lindsay.
So they're going here. Hurry up. 130 still running the ball, which really surprises me. Drew Lock. Back to pass, and he's going to go down. Sacked on the right side. That's your boy, Mr. Compound Interest, on the right side of that line, Carl Nassib.
Yeah, not something you can afford from the offense here. Sack's the last thing you want to have happen.
Throws right side. He's got a man beat, and it's dropped in the corner. He had Jerry Jeudy. Had beaten his cornerback, and Drew Lock just needs to put a better ball. That's where you need a better quarterback, right there. That throw for
sure. He had his guy, and better quarterbacks hits him in the stride, and that might have been a touchdown.
4th and 16, and it's caught by Jeudy. I think they're going to give him first down yardage. They do. Wow.
Wow, indeed. Very impressive.
16. Wow. Now he's going to check it down, get out of bounds, or fall inbounds. Be done.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake right there. Wastes a lot of clock where you could have had a clock stop and given them a better shot at the end zone.
Dump it off over the middle. First down to Philip Lindsay, but again, clock is running. They have 1 timeout left in 20 seconds.
Yeah, what are you doing here? This is not the way to win this game.
Check it down again to Philip Lindsay, and he's got a first down, but again, now they call their last timeout. They got to go to the zone now. 14 seconds left. Cannot check it down again. Drew Lock back to pass, and he's going to check it down again to
and that's ball game.
The game.
That's the game.
They're not going to be able to get lined up in time. Oh, terrible choices.
What awful clock management there.
Oh, gosh.
Piss poor clock management, play calling, use of sideline, timeout management. I mean, the whole gamut. It was awful. Denver had every shot to win that game and just can't get it done because of just horrible situational football.
Brutal way to go out. Sorry, and I think that might have just Steelered. I think that that might have Steelered. I think that might have just sealed the fate of the Steelers. Well, I don't know. I guess if the Ravens win, they'll both be 9-7. I don't know who had the tiebreaker there. We'll have to wait and find out, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I seem to remember when we were all 3.
I want to say Steelers were on top for that.
I think we were all 3-8. See, I feel like the Ravens were, but anyway.
Was it Ravens? It might have been.
Yeah, we'll find out anyway. It's going to be one of the two.
That's right.
Wow, what a game. All right, let's take a quick look at these stats. Was closer probably than it deserved to be, at least the way it looked. Again, Drew Lock, 30 completions, 253 yards. 5%, but you can't push the ball down the field, man. 1 touchdown today for Drew Lock.
That's just wild stat line right there.
It really is. For Derek Carr, he was 31 of 44 for 327. He had 2 touchdowns and an interception.
Oops.
Running the football today, Gordon 14 of 63 kind of came on later. Lindsey struggled 11 for 31 today. 4 broken tackles between the two of them. For the Raiders, Josh Jacobs also really struggled today. 17 carries, 36 yards, did have 6 broken tackles, but that 2.1 average is not going to get it done in the playoffs at least. Catching the football again, we talked about Noah Fant from tight end U, that Iowa product with 10 catches, 52 yards, 9 catches for Fant, and then 3 for several other players. 11 catches for Jacobs, 11 catches for Waller. How about Waller's day? 11 for 143 and 2 touchdowns. What a day. Maybe single-handedly won the game. He scored twice. Broncos scored once. There's Alex Johnson leading the way with 13 tackles, and Kareem Jackson with 10. 2 sacks just each for Vaughn and Chubb on the ends, and then the pick, of course, was by Justin Simmons in the end zone on that brutal exchange, which ended up not hurting the Raiders after all, but it could have been really, really damaging had the Broncos been able to score at the end. 13 tackles for LaMarcus Joyner, Kwiatkowski and Littleton joining him double figures as well. Mo Hurst with 2. Cleveland Farrell, Nassib, Kwiatkowski, and Trayvon Mullen adding sacks as well today. And then again, no turnovers for the Raiders defense. So that's going to do it here for today. 17-11 is your final score. Raiders fans, Vegas fans, you're going to the playoffs. Congratulations. I don't think you can win the division because I think you lost both times to the Chiefs. But you're definitely locked into the playoffs now. Congratulations. Kid, anything else to say about this one?
No, it was almost a photo finish like we saw in the Browns game, but exciting at the end anyway. Just some abysmal clock management and probably bucket list item 3 for Madden to fix. Is the woeful situational football and clock management, but no, it was a fun game, and Denver certainly put up a fight.
Absolutely. So appreciate you joining us. Thank you as always to our awesome subscribers. Last update from Cincinnati with about 3 minutes left in the third quarter. The Ravens still lead 21-13, so you'll have to find out the response to that one when we do the weekly recap video. But right now it looks like the Ravens, who are driving once again, may escape Cincinnati with the dub today. So for Kit Nagy out on the left coast, it's Phil Nagy here. We together our Nagy on Sports. Really appreciate all y'all being with us today. We'll get out of here the way we always do by saying, of course, go Raiders, but also go